Hello, gamesters and fellow toy hunters, coming to you today with a DVD and Blu-ray haul and one game. Yeah, I know, I've been slacking in the game department lately, but the one game I got was very important. Again, I apologize for the lateness of this video. I meant to have this shot actually a couple weeks ago. I was going to shoot a video, and then I ended up having a big car wreck and totaled my car, so I haven't really felt like doing much of anything but kind of trying to car shop and get my work schedule together and everything. So I know that's still no real excuse, but I should have had something shot long before this, but you know, them's the breaks, and that's kind of my life lately. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get started. I'm trying to shoot this quick before I actually have to go and eat supper. So the first thing I'm going to show is the game that I picked up. I picked it up day one purchase last month, and that is The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask 3D. I debated picking this up, pre-ordering this and getting it day one, just because I was bummed out and mad and upset that I had missed out on the special edition, which was only $10 more and came with a Skull Kid statue, but of course I gave in and ended up pre-ordering this, and I am loving it. The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time 3D is the reason that I picked up a 3DS in the first place, so of course I was going to get the companion game. I can't wait for the new Zelda game to come out. I believe it's going to be out on the Wii U, and yeah, I am a huge just Zelda dork. So even though I'm wearing a Pong shirt, my mother actually got this for me for Christmas, and it's my pajama shirt because I didn't feel like getting out of my jammies today, so yay! It's a lazy Sunday. Okay, next up I'm going to show the one thing that I got from Amazon, and it's a significant purchase for me. It's one step closer to my goal, and that is Inuyasha Season 7. Now, I know that I've mentioned in the past that I am a huge anime fan. I love anime, and Inuyasha is just one of those shows that I really, really, really love. As you can see, this is still shrink wrapped, and I got it for a really good price on Amazon. And now all I have to do is get the final cut part. I think it's the final cut. The final series part 2, and then I'll have all of my all the Inuyasha that they've ever made. So yeah, I was really excited to get this, and like I said, it's still shrink wrapped, so I haven't got a chance to watch it yet. I actually haven't even finished the whole series yet, so I need to really jump on that. But I was excited to get this for a really good price, because anime is like really expensive when you go to collect it. Okay, I'm going to show my pickups from FYE. Lately, I've been getting a lot of coupons from FYE for percentages off, and then they were, I believe it's over now, but they were running a big sale where it was, I think it was buy 2 used DVDs or Blu-rays, 2 used of anything, and get one for half off. So yeah, it was either buy one, get one half off, or it was buy 2, get one half off of used. Anyway, so I really took advantage of that, and then the coupons that I had to boot. So one of the first things I got was a Blu-ray copy of Avatar. Now, I do have this on DVD, but I really wanted a Blu-ray copy because I have my HD TV now and my Blu-ray player. So this looks just absolutely stunning and gorgeous on in HD. I didn't care about, you know, obviously I don't have a 3D TV, and I think they're doing like this special extra deluxe pack of Avatar. I just wanted the Blu-ray, and it came with the really, really pretty shiny slip. I'm going to have to use some Goo Gone because I've got some sticker residue on here, but all in all, I love it. I love this movie. I think it's a good movie. Kind of iffy about the sequel that I hear is supposed to be coming out. To me, it ended well enough, and we didn't need a sequel, but I reserve judgment. So Okay, next I'm going to be showing some anime. I picked up a set, the Part 5, I was going to say Season 5, Part 5 set of Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. This is the last part that I needed to complete my Brotherhood set. I believe that they've released Brotherhood in just 2 big box sets, but I had started collecting these smaller sets, and I just needed this one, and I saw it used at FYE for a great price, taking advantage of that sale. So yeah, now I have this completed. I think there is a movie. Let me know in the comments down below, because I haven't checked in a while. I want to say that there was a movie to go along with Brotherhood. I have the movie that went along with the original FMA run, but I'm not sure if there was a movie to go along with this run or not. Okay, next up I have Season 1 of Bleach, and again, this was a really good price used at FYE. Bleach is an anime that once upon a time, a long time ago, when I was getting back into anime, I tried to get into it. I watched a couple episodes, and I don't know what was wrong with me. I just couldn't get into it, and I had bought the Season 1 box set, and then I ended up like giving it away, and I was so upset because I've just rediscovered Bleach and discovered I really like it. I watched a couple episodes, streamed them in from some website somewhere, and really enjoyed it, and I was kicking myself all over the place that I had given away my Season 1 box set. But I have it again, and I'm really enjoying watching this. Bleach is a great show. Okay, next I have the, and you're going to think this is really funny, but I have the Season 1 box set for Inuyasha. Now, I had the complete series of Season 1, however, I had it in single DVDs and then a special limited edition box set of like the first few DVDs. I still have the limited edition box set because it's real pretty in like a silver case and all foiled and everything. But I really wanted to consolidate and make room on my shelf, so when I saw this smaller box set used for, I want to say it was like 20 bucks, I so jumped on it. Actually, maybe, I think it was even cheaper than that because I used a coupon. But yeah, I completely, absolutely jumped on it, and now I can fit all of my the first 7 seasons of Inuyasha on one shelf. I have a very small DVD keeper for like that's like my anime shelf. But yeah. So, and next I have the complete first season of Sex and the City, and I have just recently kind of started getting into Sex and the City. I picked this up because it was super cheap, but I noticed that they have started re-releasing the sets. Now, let me know, because I honestly have Googled it and I can't figure it out. I heard somewhere that these sets, which are the first sets that got released, are actually cut. They're not exactly as they were shown on HBO. So let me know, because I really don't know the difference, if I should be collecting like the new white cased sets that are out now, or if I should continue with these. So let me know. But I'm really enjoying it. It's kind of funny. Definitely not for the kiddos. But I find it amusing fluff, you know, when I'm upset about something. So okay, next up I have the complete second season of The Simpsons. I love The Simpsons. I like it a lot better than Family Guy because The Simpsons is more my generation. This is kind of what I grew up with, and was not allowed to watch it by any means. And so I'm really enjoying going over the season sets, and I really get the humor in it. To me, I like it. It's a much gentler humor than Family Guy. Which is why I enjoy it. I mean, it's still very cheeky, but as I said, a lot gentler, and I enjoy it infinitely more than Family Guy. I also have the complete third season of The Simpsons. I love these box sets. I think they're really funny looking like this. The Simpsons have fallen out of the back of the box set and stuff. I think a lot of love went into these season sets. And I also have the complete 4th season of The Simpsons. So, slowly but surely, I am building up my Simpsons collection. Okay, get these restacked over here. Perfect. Okay, next up I'm going to show a couple of purchases that I made at Walmart. Actually, just today, I ended up picking up a Blu-ray copy of The Creature from the Black Lagoon. Dun dun dun. I love old campy horror. I used to be a horror queen. I know I've mentioned that. And got rid of some of my horror, and I'm collecting back quite a bit of it, but these old campy horrors are... I didn't get rid of any of my old campy horror, because, I don't know, that's just me. I grew up watching... Leave a comment down below if you remember this, but I grew up watching Monster Vision on TNT, and it was me and my dad and my sister. My sister usually wussed out a little ways into it, but me and my dad would sit, and, you know, when TNT would come on, they would say, Monster Vision this weekend. Like, I get so excited. And my dad would sit, and that's how I got my exposure to all these old horror movies. You know, the original Dracula, Wolfman, Frankenstein, Creature from the Black Lagoon, Bride of Frankenstein, all the old great horrors. Tarantula, Them, all that stuff. So... And The Thing, the original The Thing, which I still need to get a copy of. But, yeah, I was really excited to get this. It has both the 2D and 3D versions, and I believe scenes from The Creature from the Black Lagoon, this one, I think, were shot at Silver Springs, which is a few, I want to say maybe an hour or hour and a half away from me, so... It's pretty cool. I really like that. But, yeah, really excited to add this to the collection. I also picked up more around Valentine's Day time. I picked up a copy of Somewhere in Time, starring Christopher Reeve and Jane Seymour. I'm getting back into kind of my old softy romance kind of thing. For a long time, I didn't watch Somewhere in Time. It's very mushy and stuff, but I don't know, as I've gotten a little bit older, I found myself kind of really liking the mush factor and stuff, and I am just an old softie at heart, so they had this, I believe it was $5 for the collector's edition, and I went ahead and picked it up. It is a great movie if you don't mind a lot of mush. Old-timey romances. Okay, next stack I'm going to show some things that I picked up at Target. Today I actually picked up a copy of Romancing the Stone. This has Michael Douglas and Kathleen Turner in it. It's actually a really funny comedy. I was introduced to this a couple years ago, and I've only just now gotten around to picking it up. It was $5 at Target. And it's all about this romance writer, Kathleen Turner, and Kathleen Turner's character, and she always writes kind of, as I said, she's a romance writer, but it's kind of adventurous romance and stuff, and she's always lived her life kind of through books and through her writings, and then she ends up falling in, her sister ends up being kidnapped over this jewel or this stone, and she ends up falling in with Michael Douglas's character, who is like this adventurer, and they end up going on this adventure to rescue her sister and collect this stone. So I loved it. I have not seen the sequel, which I believe is The Jewel of the Nile something, so I want to see that, but I was really happy to pick this up for $5. It's a classic. I definitely recommend it. It's very campy and comedic and has a little bit of mush in it. Okay, next up, this was a day one purchase. I picked up a copy of The Book of Life, and if you haven't seen this movie, where have you been? Go out, go, stop watching this video while you're still watching this. Go buy a copy, go watch it. You will love it. It is so funny. It's great. I think one of my top movies of last year. I went to go see this in theaters and just fell in love with it. So, yeah, definitely highly recommended Book of Life. Next, this was another day one purchase for me. I have a copy of Big Hero 6. This is also one of my favorite movies from last year. Really enjoyed it. Again, another just silly, funny romp. And towards the end, there wasn't a dry eye in the house. It was a tearjerker at the end, and I wasn't the only one, thank God, because you could hear like this big collective sniffing going on through the theater, like everybody was crying. But if you haven't seen Big Hero 6, I highly recommend it. Go out, pick up a copy of it. You're gonna love it. I promise. I think they're gonna do a sequel to that too. Hopefully they'll do it justice. I also picked up the complete 4th season of Adventure Time. I am an Adventure Time nut. I am behind in the series quite a bit. But I do like to watch them when they come out in season sets like this. And Cartoon Network, you need to get on it because you are so many seasons behind. And the 4th season set just came out sometime last year. And I think we're up on like, what, 7 seasons now? So get on it, because me having to wait so long for the 4th season, I mean, come on. And I've been trying to look up the 5th season, and there's like not even a prospective release date for a DVD set or a Blu-ray set of the 5th season of Adventure Time. So come on, guys. I mean, enough people love Adventure Time. You need to be like jumping on this. If you haven't seen Adventure Time, that's another one I highly recommend. It's really, it's kind of odd humor, but it's really good. And last but not least, I picked this up today from Target, and that is a copy of The Judge, starring Robert Downey Jr. and Robert Duvall. I missed out on this when it was in theaters. I wanted to see it so badly because I am a huge Robert Downey Jr. fan. But I'm happy to have it now. It was $14.99 at Target, and I thought about picking up the Blu-ray release, but I'm one of those, you know, I'll get Blu-rays as I like Blu-rays, but DVDs don't bother me either. My TV upscales them very nicely, so I can't wait to sit down and watch this, though. I know it's going to be good. I think it's pretty dark, though, I think, from what I remember hearing about it. Okay, and this last stack that I'm going to show is all the purchases that I made from Best Buy. First up, I picked up a Blu-ray copy of the 50th anniversary edition of Mary Poppins. I'm a Disney fanatic. I really love Disney. I grew up watching all the old great Disney classics, and I had to pick up Mary Poppins. It's been forever since I've seen it, but Mary Poppins is one of the first things that kind of made me interested in England, and I have since, visited England twice, and yes, the rooftops look just like they do when they're dancing, when the chimney sweeps are dancing on the rooftops in London. It is just such a great movie. I shouldn't even have to explain this because everybody who's anybody should have already seen Mary Poppins. It's a classic. I also picked up the Diamond edition of Sleeping Beauty. And Sleeping Beauty is not one of my absolute favorite Disney princess movies, but it's up there pretty high. I really do enjoy it. It has its humorous moments, and Maleficent is just such a great bad guy. I put Disney's Maleficent movie in its own category. I don't really consider it even anywhere near a part of Sleeping Beauty, so I judge this on its own. And Maleficent in this movie is just so great. You love to hate her. She's got such panache as a villain. Okay, next up, I bought a copy just on a whim of Airplane. I have not seen this in years, but I love it. This is a spoof on the airport movies that were very popular, I believe, in like the 70s. My dad has a set of all of the airplane movies or airport movies, and they're good. They're really campy and over the top drama, but they're good, and it's interesting to kind of see how the airports were back then before we had the TSA and all that foolishness we've got going on now that should be gone. But I won't get, it's a rant for another video on another day at another time. But Airplane is really good. As I said, it spoofs those movies, and it is really funny. There's a lot of like pop culture stuff in here, and it's, if you've ever heard that line, "Don't call me Shirley," that's from this movie. So if you haven't seen it, again, this is another one I highly recommend. It's really cheesy and really, really funny. Okay, Okay, next up, this is a pickup that I got just today, and that is a Blu-ray copy of Hotel Transylvania. I don't have very much to say about this movie because I actually have not watched it, but I saw a trailer for it today on YouTube. Just happened to be browsing different things, and it made me laugh, and I've heard good things about it. It was $9.99 for the Blu-ray at Best Buy today, so I figure I'd go ahead and pick it up, and I know I'm probably really going to love it. I think my sister really liked it too, so. Up next is another movie that I picked up today that I actually have not seen, but I've heard excellent things about, and that is The Best Exotic Marigold Hotel. It has a lot of actresses and actors that I really like and respect in it. Bill Nighy, Judi Dench, Maggie Smith, who else? And Tom Wilkinson. So a lot of people that I really respect and really love. I know my mother really liked this, and the sequel is coming out very, very soon. So I wanted to pick it up and give it a watch. And this is one of those that has a really fancy slip on the front that has a gatefold slip on it. So really excited to get this and give it a watch. Next, I have an 80s classic to show you that I can't believe I didn't have a copy of, and that is Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Bueller? This is the Bueller edition. And if you haven't seen this, where have you been? It's a classic. It's really funny, and again, that whole Bueller. If you've ever heard that, that's what this is, or this is the movie that's from. I can't get my phrasing right, but I have to think. Like, my brain is not functioning with me today, but yeah, definitely recommend this movie. And I was really shocked. I was looking for it because I wanted to watch it the other day, and I couldn't find it, and I went, don't tell me I don't have Ferris Bueller's Day Off. So I had to go out definitely and remedy that. It was $5 for the DVD at Best Buy. Another really cheap DVD that I haven't seen yet, and everybody's probably going to come kill me, but that is Inception. I have heard really good things about this movie, and I just haven't watched it yet. I know, I'm terrible, I'm horrible. But yeah, I have it now, so I will get around to watching that soon. I'll be making a resolution that I'm going to try to watch at least one new movie per week so I can get through a lot of this backlog that I have of movies that are just really good that I haven't seen. Okay, next up, I picked this up for $9.99 at Best Buy. This is another one that I haven't seen. Gravity with Sandra Bullock and George Clooney. My mother really wanted me to see this, both my mother and my father. Both of them were crying when I came out to the living room when they were watching it, so I figure might as well give it a go. If it had both of them just sobbing and weeping, I'm probably going to like it, and I'm going to have to invest in a box of tissues, but yeah, I can't wait to get around to seeing this. And I want to see, along the same spacey type vein, I can't wait for Interstellar to come out. I think it comes out at the end of this month on DVD, because that is another one that I wanted to see, but I missed seeing in theaters. It's so expensive to go to the movies. A lot of times I just don't even bother. And last but definitely not least, this is one I have seen. I highly recommend it. It won 4 Academy Awards. All deserved. It should have won Best Picture. I think this deserved it more than Birdman. Birdman was just kind of weird. This is an absolutely just stunning, great movie, and that is The Grand Budapest Hotel. If you have not seen this movie, go out and get it, rent it from Redbox, wherever, Netflix, watch it. You're gonna love it. It's odd. It's very odd. They put it in the comedy genre, and it is kind of a, as my mother would say, a black comedy or a dark comedy. But I don't know, to me, it's so much more than a comedy. It almost defines its own genre in a way. I loved it. I bought a copy for my folks, and I hadn't seen it yet. And so my mother asked me, she said, "Have you seen this movie yet?" And I said, "No." And she said, "Oh my gosh, we're going to watch it tonight, and we watched it that night, and I was just so, at the end of it, I'm like, you know, what the heck did I just watch? But it was so good, and it makes you think, it makes you feel all kinds of feels, and it's great, wonderful, and everybody is in this. Ralph Fiennes, F. Murray Abraham, Adrian Brody, Willem Dafoe, Jeff Goldblum, who hasn't been in anything, I think, in forever, Jude Law, Bill Murray, Edward Norton, Tilda Swinton, Tom Wilkinson, Owen Wilson, like, everybody is in this, so it's really crazy. There's even, like, really quick cameos towards the end from Sam Neill and George Clooney, so they aren't even credited because they're just in and out so quick. But yeah, great movie, highest recommendation. So I want to thank you guys so much for watching. I know this was a long one, but when have I ever shot a video that was under 20 minutes? I know there's ones on here, but it's few and far between. Again, I'm going to try to make it not so long between videos. I'm going to try to go back to, like, my weekly hauls, because I usually used to shoot a video at least, you know, once every 2 weeks or once a week. So I'm going to try to get back to that schedule. And definitely thumbs up the video. Lets me know I'm doing a good job. I love those likes. They make me get the warm fuzzies inside. And if you are not already one of my lovely subscribers, please do yourself a favor. Click the subscribe button down below and become an inmate of the Madhouse. I'd love to have you along. And definitely, if you feel so inclined, leave me a comment down below. Movies I should be checking out, games I should be looking at. If you want a review on anything, or you want me to, you know, go more in depth on anything you've seen here, just let me know. I love to read comments and I love to respond to them. I want to thank you guys again so much for watching, and as always, peace, love, and happy gaming and toy hunting. Bye, y'all.